Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Pistons. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they came into this season with a plan, and the execution has been at an elite level. That's how they've quickly ascended to that #1 spot.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Markkanen. Anderson is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Bailey in at the shooting guard position. And for the Lakers, in the forward positions, James and Hachimura. Davis is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Oh, what a fun matchup, Doris, we have here tonight, featuring two teams that love to shoot the three.
And we continue to see more and more of this in today's NBA, Kev. Both of these teams have the green light to fire with any sliver of space from deep. This should be a shootout.
George, no good. And so James will bring it up to the Los Angeles Lakers. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Utah. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Bangs home the trifecta.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Nobody near George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Anderson outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking. We'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Hachimura touched it last. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Back to Markkanen. The Jazz working the ball around now.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit to defense for how they're playing him. Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say he's exceeded them. And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
The three from Davis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 13. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Guys, back to you.
A rare opportunity indeed. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, the catch-and-shoot game is definitely in the bag of MP.
Pass to Nurkic. Now Bailey. He's guarded by Davis. And the basket by Bailey.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Lakers leading by 15. Outside, Davis. A three-pointer is right on target. MV's got 27 points.
Out of their last 5 mates, how about all 5 from long range?
6-second difference between shot and game plan. Markkanen kicks to Anderson. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing for teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be...
And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From back to check in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for Smart.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
A three from MP. And again, the Lakers no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Austin Reeves out there with James. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And there's Davis. And it's Doncic in at the point. Absence in the game for the Lakers.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And this summer, Greg, new contracts for LeBron and Luka. And the Lakers have reloaded around their stars.
And there are always high expectations when you don the purple and gold, but some tough competition in the West. They will have their work cut out for them.
Pass to Nurkic. Vanderbilt with the steal. Here's James, and he's on the money with his first shot today. LeBron's got his first 2 points of the night.
No question, James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Nurkic a screen on Reed. No problems knocking that one down. Markkanen's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Jazz.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
To the inside. Doncic with the steal. And a wide open look for MP. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to George. Nurkic a screen on Davis. Here's George. The Lakers with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Anderson outside. Jazz passing it around. Markkanen from outside. Drills it from outside. Markkanen's got 9.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And there's the bucket from MP.
The defense a step slow, you can see the results.
The Jazz shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Nurkic. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
And here's MP for three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
MP looking solid from there.
Pass to Markkanen. And Utah, another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lakers on top, running away with this one. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as
It starts with their rebounding. They're controlling the glass. That gives you those extra possessions.
Yeah, they're doing the dirty work, plain and simple.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule. Thanks for joining us. Now,
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's five. We've got Keontae George. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Anderson. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Bailey in at the two.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Connects from three-point range.
Little competitive spirit from Lauri Markkanen right there. Counters with his own three.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Luka Doncic talked about wearing purple and gold. He said it's the Lakers. So many past legends, so many championships. You don't come here for anything else. So I have everything left to prove, and that's the goal. I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey. Back to you guys.
A new beginning. Thank you, Allie. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And finished off by Bailey.
And no shortage of agility for Bailey. He just leaps up to the rim.
Well, we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you've got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. And here's Davis for three. Rebounded by Bailey.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
George passes to Markkanen. To the right side. Here's Bailey, and he banks in the layup. Bailey's got 10.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
In the corner, it's MP. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Pass to Anderson. Here's Bailey over Davis. Bailey misses. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Connects again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And George kicks to Anderson. And it's Bailey in the corner. Outside, Markkanen. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. That one from long range. Davis has got 18 points just in the second half.
Are you kidding me? How about the range from MP? Look out.
Buries it from three-point range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Outside, George. Pass to Markkanen. And here's Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Davis. It's good. That's 12 points for Ace Bailey.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
MP again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Jazz have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Markkanen finds Anderson. Pass to Bailey. 17-foot shot on the way. And there's another one for the Jazz.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Good, that's another bucket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. The deep three sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to...
And so it's MP making things happen for the Lakers. A sensational night for him continues as he cranks his three-point made total even higher on what has been a historic night for him. Right back after this break. And a quick look. Checked in for Smart. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Go from Law, and the Lakers go.
Up top, Markkanen. He's guarded by Connect. And the basket by Bailey.
I'll tell you, he comes out of the locker room, and all of a sudden, he's a different guy.
They've got Jackson Hayes. Austin Reeves out there with Davis. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Connect in at the small forward. That's the Laker 5. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch.
Connects again from distance.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Here's Bailey, rebounded by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Davis in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, rise and fire, Keontae George in the catch and shoot.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one. And again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made. Nurkic the best to George. Nurkic setting the pick for George. 6 to shoot. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. On the wing, Nb connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
To this time of the season, Grant, what are teams most focused on?
Well, B.A., it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early.
And now the Los Angeles starters. LeBron and Hachimura in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic is out there with MP, and it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Now here's Anderson. And there's a 3-second violation.
The ball goes to Los Angeles.
And here are the Lakers. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this crew. That's not gone away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, Ace Bailey's draft journey was highly scrutinized, and it wasn't just his height. But at the Combine, he measured over 2 inches shorter than he'd been listed in college. Rather, his refusal to work out for any team surprised a lot of folks and executives around the league. But it didn't scare off the Jazz, who selected him 5th overall.
Not everyone can shoot like him. Thank you very much for the report, Shams.
Yes, strong transition play is something MP will need to be consistently capable of in this league.
The Jazz have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Outside, Anderson. Utah with another miss.
That's their 4th attempt from the floor with nothing to show for it.
And here's MP from outside. And Los Angeles, another 3.
I just love the ball movement.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. I asked him, how do you plan to deal with Luka Doncic? He laughed and said, I think that's a question the entire league is asking. Luka is amazing. He's been a superstar from day one, and what impresses me the most is his poise. Nothing seems to get to him. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And it's Utah with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Markkanen finds George. Back to Markkanen to win the drought. Utah with another miss.
Rough patch here. 5 straight misses to begin the game.
From deep, MP drills it from deep. Davis has got 15 points.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen from long range. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. And it's Hachimura on the drive. There's Davis with the 3. Good! Another from 3.
Well, we expect him to come in firing. It's just another 3-point barrage.
What a phenomenal run it's been for him. Nearing 5th on the list for most triples in a year. Pass to Bailey. Back to Markkanen. The 3. George, no good.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
And Clark, for all the excitement around acquiring Luka Doncic, now the Lakers hoping to get him back to the NBA Finals.
Yep, his youth sets them up for the future, B.A., but with LeBron James in the fold, they still want to try to win now.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A different look here for Utah. Filipowski comes in for Anderson. And it's Collier in for George. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Connects checked in for James. And Reeves is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Filipowski. 8 points in his last time out. Clock at 6. Filipowski sets a screen for 3. Collier. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
The defense may have given him that one. Based on the results, you see why.
And Davis gets it to go.
He's always ready to take the shot. MP got it away quick.
Pass to Nurkic. To the inside. And stolen by Reeves. Outside Davis. 4-3. There's 38 seconds left in the first. Sends it home from three-point land.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Here's Bailey. Yet to see a basket. And he comes up with a bucket.
Yeah, for this coaching staff, they want Bailey operating in the paint. I mean, he's got athleticism and touch.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Reeves. Filipowski. The shot from the low post is good.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
From deep, MP connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And so it's Los Angeles. Already up 26 points as this quarter ends. They're great. For Los Angeles. Kleba, he's checked in for Hayes. MP comes in for Vanderbilt. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Smart. On the court for the Lakers. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. MP is out there with LeBron James. And it's Kleba in at the 5.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
Pass to MP. And again for 3.
And night in and night out, you can count on him to really stretch the defense.
Would you believe he's now tied for 5th most triples in a single season? Left side Anderson. To the wing on the left. Takes a 3. Offensive board. And Nurkic throws it down.
And for Nurkic, one of his key attributes, the ability to keep the play alive on the glass.
Time now to hear from up. Connects again from distance.
And now claiming the mark for hitting the 5th most threes in a season. Wow.
A tremendous feat. It's incredible how he can control the game from the perimeter. And that one's good. Markkanen.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Well, Clark, the Luka trade is perhaps the most shocking in NBA history. What was your initial reaction?
Oh, I was surprised, just like everybody else, B.A. I don't know anybody who wasn't surprised about it. You think about Luka and how he has produced in his time in the NBA. He appeared to be the face of the franchise for the Mavericks. But apparently there was some concern about his defensive effort and also perhaps his conditioning level not being where it needed to be for him to continue to play at the level he's been playing at.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Kicks it to George. Pass to Markkanen. To the middle. And Markkanen with the stuff.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Los Angeles leading by 23. There's Davis with the 3. Sinks the tray. MP's got 45 points.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. He's covered by Reeves. Markkanen. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
So much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. And moving on now to that first half. Tough sledding so far for the Utah Jazz. Thanks as always for watching.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Yusuf Nurkic, Bailey out there with Keontae George. Then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's Markkanen and a small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And as a player, how important is film study to reaching the highest level of success, Clark?
Tell you what, with the advance in technology, it's actually critical now, BA. I mean, it's more accessible, too, and that helps everybody realize the benefits of doing that extra work of studying yourself, your team, and your opponent.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Grant.
You're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Here's Bailey. Nails the 16-footer. Bailey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with the ability to rise up above defenders, Bailey is a problem.
And here's MP from outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 now on the night. Outside, Anderson. Here's Bailey. He's got 6. It's Anderson on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off the shot here. George with the bucket.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Pass to MP, beyond the arc, and the Lakers hit again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Bailey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bailey's got 8.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Outside Davis. And again, 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Marking it outside. Anderson for 3. Nails it from 3.
Boy, that's 5 buckets in a row now. Watch out. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Markkanen with a screen on Doncic. Pass to Bailey from outside the arc. Rebound by the Lakers.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. The Jazz making a switch here. Collier's checked in. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Connect's checked in for LeBron. And Reeves is subbed in for Doncic. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. From deep, MP. Rebounded by Bailey. The Jazz have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to Nurkic. Buries it down low.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, good! Another from 3.
I mean, his flame-throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. Wide open look. Bailey's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half.
The defense has to understand the scouting report on MP. He can make you pay from deep.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Bailey gets it to go.
And after a difficult start to the game, he's flipped the script here.
And here's MP from outside. They grab their own miss. Hayes finds MP. Gets some space and buries the jumper.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Collier. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Anderson with a screen on Reeves. Out left to the wing. And here's Bailey for 3. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a massive 34-point lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day. Boy, that...
Getting ready for Utah. Nurkic is checked in for Filipowski. Anderson comes in for Niang. Bailey's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's George in for Collier. Laravia is checked in for Los Angeles. MP comes in for Connect. And so in the game for the Lakers, Marcus Smart out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Davis. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Laravia in at the 4. Markkanen against Davis. From downtown. And Reeves pulls it down. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. And here's MP from outside. Oh, swiped away. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's George. And here's Bailey for 3. Utah with another miss. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Clark, last season, the Lakers reached 50 wins for the 34th time in franchise history. An incredible number.
Yeah, that's a big-time number, and only the Celtics have more 50-plus win seasons with 37 total, and I think the difference in championships is between these two franchises, the Celtics with 18 and the Lakers with 17. Consistent greatness for both franchises, clearly. Two pillars of the league.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hayes is checked in.
MP smart enough to know he doesn't have to get to the rim to be effective.
All right, now let's go courtside for a story on MP's remarkable season.
Thanks, guys. Well, his hot shooting this season has brought him within sight of the single-season high watermark for triples made. And while it's something he's cautious of, he said he's trying to keep his focus squarely between those lines. Guys?
That's a good approach. Pass to Bailey. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And that one's good. Markkanen.
I love the response from Markkanen. He's a confident three-point shooter. It's safe to say they have dominated.
And again for three.
Yeah, he's been hitting threes at a very high level. We haven't seen many better from deep.
That last triple ties him for fourth most made in a season. Goes up at the stripe. And there's Bailey. That one's good. On the assist by George. Bailey's got 11 points here in the second half. Davis from long range. Connects again from distance.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
Boy, he's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long. What a shooting performance. Nurkic finds George. The Lakers with a rebound. There's Davis with the three. Good! Another from three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. George for three. The shot won't fall. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And again for three.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new second-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance.
And that's a key bucket for Bailey, showing he can make a difference.
Connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most made threes in a season. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one.